What's up, Jet fans? Tyson Roush, Let's Talk Jets Radio, and it happened. I'm so glad to be wrong. I am more than glad to be wrong. The New York Jets beat the Dallas Cowboys. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't easy, but it happened, and it counts, and it was so desperately needed for Adam Gase, for Jamal Adams, for everybody. What a friggin' win. Thank you. Thank you for giving us some inspiration. Thank you for giving us life. Thank you for letting us watch NFL football. So, huge win for the Jets. It begins and ends with, doesn't begin and end, but Sam Darnold was completely phenomenal coming back. You cannot ask for anything more. Going into this game, there were so many concerns. We'll start with the Jets first, where the offensive line, can they protect Sam Darnold? Can Adam Gase help him get assimilated quickly? How will they run this offense? And I think Sam was only sacked twice, and he threw for over 300 yards. He threw the bomb to Robbie Anderson. They let him throw the football. They spread it around. And this was the offense we've been waiting for since week one. We didn't even see it week one, to be honest with you. This was exactly what we looked for. Everybody got involved. Crowder had almost 100 yards. Robbie was over 100 yards. They got Ryan Griffin involved. All the things we've talked about. Ty Montgomery was involved. Bilal Powell. You got all the weapons that we've talked about for 5 weeks now involved. And the offensive line, even when Kelvin Beachum went out and, Brandon Shell went there, they got the ball out of Sam's hand quickly. And that's what we talked about. You can play call around your offensive line at times, which is exactly what Adam Gase did. So, listen, I've been hard on him. I'm not going to lie. I said 28-13 Cowboys. I thought they were going to lose. The Jets played very well. They were coached well. They did enough to win this game. They were the better team today. And Sam Darnold was a better quarterback today. So you look at that. Darnold played very well. The running backs did their job. Nicely, Bilal Powell get involved. The receivers all did their thing. Demaryius Thomas, who I was hard on, did some things. Vincent Smith doing his thing. So the offense, and keep in mind, this is just week one of Sam being back, could obviously get better as they go along, where they get more chemistry. Nice to see the offensive line do their things. It's nice. Sam Darnold's mobility in the pocket, his time to buy plays, his way to improvise is very unique. It's so funny how the same fans that were calling him a bust and saying Daniel Jones was better are now praising him today. This is the same guy we saw last year. So, phenomenal job by Sam. I could not be any happier for him because he went through a lot. There were reports that he shouldn't even play today due to health concerns. Just a phenomenal victory for Sam Darnold. Great job by Adam Gase. There were times where you wondered about the play calling. He stayed aggressive. There was a time when the Jets had a small lead, but both Cowboy corners were out. Adam Gase stayed aggressive because he had confidence in his quarterback. Also, there were times, Le'Veon Bell sat a series out. In the fourth quarter, you're wondering about that a little bit, but at the same time, listen, he's trying to go with the hot hand. He's trying to do the best he can. And this is his first week back of having all his parts together. So that's a work in progress. Kudos to the offense. Kudos to Adam Gase and Sam Darnold. Just welcome back, man. Holy cow. Defensively, it wasn't pretty in the second half. They got after it. Jordan Jenkins had an enormous sack. Thank God he's back. Neville Hewitt is like just an Energizer bunny doing whatever he can to keep this defense going and replace the C.J. Mosley. Once Mosley comes back, those two together will be a lot of fun. Jamal Adams is playing at an all-pro level. He deserved this victory probably the most out of everybody. You have to wonder why this defense fell apart in the second half when they're facing, two backup linemen, and Amari Cooper got hurt early on, and how the Cowboys just kept gashing us, but they went bend, don't break. Once they got past, the Cowboys got past the 45-yard line. Greg Williams blitzed a lot more, but, Marcus May with some big plays. McClendon filled in for Hewitt when he got hurt. Is Kyle Phillips, a guy on a defensive line, did some things. This is just such a desperately needed victory. It is so freaking sweet to have something positive to say, where as a team, they all contributed. They had to make a field goal late in the game. He made that. There's so many contributing factors, so many questions we had coming into this game. And for today, the one day, they were answered. It's nice to see Robbie running around. It's just nice to see it. The stadium environment was a joke with all the Cowboy fans. But when you're 0-4, that's going to happen. Now, maybe Monday night against the Patriots, that changes, where it's going to be a very fired-up crowd, where fired up, get everybody rolling. But we'll see. Who knows? But for this game, I'm glad I was wrong. I completely predicted this wrong, and I'm glad. Listen, I'm ridiculously glad. Ezekiel Elliott did his things. The Cowboys had a chance, but when that's the 2-point conversion, they had to make a play. They did it, and that's all that matters. Like, I don't care ugly. I don't care what else happened. I don't care about nothing. The Jets won their first goddamn game. I'm too excited, man. I've had some beers. So, let's go. This is great. It's really great. It's positive. Jets football is now watchable, which is a huge improvement. Credit to Coach Gase to keeping this team together. They all rallied together. They all played together. Le'Veon Bell is still good. And we'll see what happens. Try to build on it. Big game on Monday night. The Patriots will be rested, but who cares? Let's just enjoy it while we can and build off it and realize that Sam Darnold is back, and this offense is so goddamn different with him back. So I probably rambled. I really don't care. It's post-game, and that's it. So we'll talk to everybody Tuesday night, and go Yankees.